Jungkook, why aren't you eating? Wine. Jungkook, I want to ask you something. She was as nervous as she could be. Jungkook, what is it? Why do you look so nervous? Wine. Let me work. I want to do a job. Jungkook, not at all. I can get you anything you want. Just tell me. You don't need to work. He sounded like ordering wine. Wine. It's not about money. You are at work the whole day, and I get bored so easily in this lonely big mansion. I feel like a pigeon who is trapped in a cage and can't even go outside according to its will. Please let me do something. Jungkook. But Wine, you can let me work in your company. Realizes that he is a mafia and his work would also be something illegal. Jungkook looks at her with cold and surprised eyes. Wine, no, not your company. But Wine, I promise I won't do anything that you don't like. I won't run away or anything. Please. She made a puppy face, which made Jungkook fall head over heels for her. He couldn't say no this time, especially to that face. Jungkook sighs as he says, Okay, looks like you win. I will have my secretary look a job for you. Vine became so happy and said, thank you so much. She was so happy that without realizing, she kissed Jungkook on his cheek and then again said, thank you so much. And there he was, frozen from what just happened. Jungkook, kiss? By her? No way this is happening. He looked at Vine, who was still cheering, and he falls for her again. He keeps looking at her until she realizes it. Realizes that she just kissed him. Vine in her mind. What? She just made the biggest scream possible and then ran to her room. And Jungkook laughed at her silly, clumsy behavior. Vine reached the room and threw herself on the bed. What just happened? What did I do? I still have that little childhood habit of kissing my mom whenever I'm happy. But him? Why? She kept whining over what she did, and then she remembers about the job. She sighed. Vine. At least he agreed for the job. I'm so happy. Vine slapped herself. You idiot. Don't be happy in front of him from now on. Next day, he returned home earlier with his friend Jimin to introduce Vine to him because he can give a job to Vine in his company, and that too he is a trusted friend of Jungkook. Vine comes to see Jungkook because he came home early today. But then, when he sees him, she becomes so happy and runs to hug him. Turns out she hugged Jimin, not Jungkook. And Jungkook was looking at her with widened eyes and jealousy in his heart. Jimin also hugged her back. Jungkook, what are you doing? He said in a cold tone. Vine broke the hug and realized that Jungkook is also here. So all this time she didn't even know that Jungkook also came home. Vine cuffs. He is my childhood friend, or I should say best friend. She looks at Jimin. But what are you doing here? Jimin, I could ask you the same question. What are you doing here? Vine looked at Jungkook and Jimin understood. Jimin, don't tell me. Is she the one you were talking about? Jungkook, with his anger at the peak, said, Of course. Do you have any problem with that? Jimin, bro, why are you getting all boiled up? I was just asking. Vine, will someone tell me too? What is he doing here? Jimin, I'm here to give you a job, he said with a happy and proud face. Vine screamed with happiness. You? I will work in your company? Vine was really happy. thinking that she won't get bored at all from now on. But Jungkook saw her screaming with happiness, and he didn't like it at all. He was burning with jealousy, and the thought that she might run away or that she might start liking Jimin scared him. Jungkook to Jimin, you can go. She is not doing any job. Van's doll heart just broke as she looked at Jungkook. Jimin, but why, bro? You called me here to. Jungkook looked at him with dangerous eyes and said, I said you can go. Jimin was frightened by now and just went away from his house. While Jungkook sat on the couch, resting his head on the couch, he sighed, while Vine angrily went to her room and closed the door with all her force. Vine, just when I become a little happy, he ruins it. He doesn't like seeing me happy. And here I was thinking that he must love me. No, I was wrong. Vine had tears in her eyes, thinking that she is betrayed by someone again. Vine, how many times will it happen to me? Just how many times? While Jungkook became worried for her. This was the first time that he was worried about her being this angry and crying. He decided to look. He comes to the room and sits beside Vine, who was crying her eyes out, not because she couldn't get a job, but because she was betrayed by someone again. Jungkook patted her back and said, Listen to me. Vine, listen to what? Your bullshit about you caring for me again, or that you love me? Jungkook, I said listen to me, damn it. Don't cry. I will let you do work somewhere else. Just stop crying now. Vine, why? Why not here? Because I was happy seeing my lost long friend? Jungkook, because I was jealous. Jungkook couldn't hold it in anymore, so he wanted to confess. While Vine looks at him and his eyes were filled with care for her. Jungkook, yes, I admitted that I didn't like seeing you happy. But you admitted too that I only like seeing you happy with me, not with other random guy. Jungkook, I get it that he's your friend, but you still shouldn't have hugged him in front of me. I was jealous as hell. Besides, you don't like me at all, so the thought that you might run away with him made me say that. Jungkook, he is your friend, and that is what I'm the most scared of. What if you start liking him? What if he starts liking you? Then what about the goal of mine to make you fall for me? Jungkook's eyes were red from the fear of Vine being taken away. Jungkook, I like you, damn it. Why don't you understand? I'm doing everything I can to make you happy. Vine noticed sometimes that he cares for her, but seeing him like that and hearing all those words, she didn't realize at all how much he cared for her. Vine, you should have told me that before. Vine saw that he needs a hug to calm him down. She hugged him and Jungkook felt all the warmth given by her. She rested her head on his chest. Jungkook hugged her back. It was actually the first time they hugged each other. Vine, I'm sorry. I didn't know you cared about me to this point. I'm sorry. Jungkook, it's okay, my love. As long as you understand me, it doesn't matter. Vine, thank you so much. No one has cared about me so much ever since my parents died. I needed this warmth of someone hugging me and caring for me ever since I was a child. Thank you so much for being with me. She felt so relaxed after sharing her pain with him that she fell asleep thanking him, still hugging him. Jungkook had an awful past, so he understands how much she needed this hug. He lied down on the bed with her, and they slept, hugging each other. They both had the most peaceful night of their life, because now they both have someone that they can really rely on in bad times. Next day at the dining table, they both come to eat the breakfast without really talking anything. While eating, Jungkook finally broke the silence. Jungkook, you know, you can do the job, even in the Jimin's company if you want. Fine. No, it's okay. I just want to kill my boredom. I can work in any other company you suggest. Jungkook, if that's what you want, I'm fine with it. But just to tell you that I don't mind you working in his company. Jungkook, I've thought about it that I can't make you feel like a pigeon your whole life. I need to give you space, even when I don't like it at all. And most importantly, I should trust you if I have to make you mine. Jungkook, he's a friend of mine, and I know how flirty he gets sometimes, so I was scared for a second. But now that I think about it, he's your friend too, and he can give you a good company. So, in my opinion, you should work there. Why? Since when have you become so broad minded? You have become so mature. Thank you so much for trusting me. Jungkook also realized it because he never lets anyone put an eye on something that is his. Jungkook realizes that it's all because of Vine, that he has become so understanding and soft from inside. Jungkook, thanks for coming in my life, Vine. You made it so much more beautiful. Vine, no, I should thank you. You completely changed my life. It's such a pleasure to live with you, even if you were harsh with me at the start. But it was much better than the life I had been living. Fine. I thought there was no one in the world who loves me or cares for me. But then you finally came into my life. I am forever grateful to you. Jungkook hugged Vine and she hugged her back. Jungkook, stop it now, silly. I will never hurt you again. I promise.